Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at Carrie Teller's house, and you're listening to a very special Spirit edition of the Walking Strong podcast.
Woof. That's going to be so fun. All right. Keep rolling.
What do I say?
Your name?
Oh, my name is Mia Cassidy. I am a senior on the cheer team. I am the captain and student coach, and I am majoring in sports management.
Nice job. You crushed that.
Thank you.
Thank you for doing that.
Of course.
That is awesome.
What you gonna do with a cowboy when that old rooster crows at dawn? When he's lying there instead of getting out of bed and putting on his boots and getting gone. What you gonna do when he says, honey, I got a half a mind to stay? What you gonna do with a cowboy when he don't saddle up and ride away? Yeah, what you gonna do with a cowboy when he don't saddle up and ride away?
This is the On the Pony Express podcast, hosted by Billy Embody, brought to you by Epic Estate Wines. Walking strong on the Pony Express, a weekly segment with SMU alum, owner, vintner of Epic Estate Wines, Bill Armstrong. Epic Estate Wines, world-class wines from Paso Robles wine country. Learn more, Epic, EPOCH, epicwines.com. And now your host. Billy Embody.
1, 2, 3, let me go.
Hey, we are in the greatest venue, Spirit. This is the Spirit edition of our podcast. Can you believe this?
The HQ of Spirit, I feel like.
Yeah, it is unbelievable. Carrie Teller, Andy Teller, this house is sick. We ought to turn this camera around and show everybody. But we're here with probably, 100 people or so, and it is kind of the official pep rally before, is there a game this weekend?
Yeah, SMU UVA, you've got soccer, you've got volleyball. I'm missing one of them.
Yeah, I've
It's
heard
a
of the game.
Trophy.
Yeah. Oh, man,
trophy
can you
out
believe
there.
it? 11-1, brother.
Yeah. How about that?
Unbelievable. 11-1. We are going to the ACC Championship Saturday in Charlotte, 8 o'clock, playing the Tigers.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just
how
how
much fun.
everybody drew it up, right?
Unbelievable. I'm glad we're playing kind of the blue blood of college football, or one of the blue bloods. I mean, it's Alabama, Georgia, and Clemson. They're always in the top 5, right? I mean, in the signature events. So I am pumped. Tonight, we're doing this especially here at Carrie's house because Carrie Teller and Mary Crow are the two people that just run our Spirit program. They do such an amazing job. I think of all the things that have improved this year, probably more than anything has been our Spirit program, including our team. I mean, they've upped their game, and they are I want to call them the vice presidents of first impressions.
Yeah. They get a ton of TV time. They've got to be great representatives, which you'll hear from them tonight. They're going to introduce themselves after they perform, so looking forward to that. But look, Bill.
Wait, I have a name tag on.
Yeah, you didn't even say your name.
If you
People
guys,
don't even know who you are.
fucking know me by now, I'm taking that off.
Yeah.
And who are you again?
I don't know. Some guy that just lucked into
partner.
a podcast. Yeah.
Hey, let's make some predictions for the game. Everybody knows what my prediction was, that we're going to win by 10.
Yeah.
We're a 2.5-point favorite.
Yes.
But we're on a road. It's a road game essentially for us because Clemson is just down the road from Charlotte. So I'm saying up by 10. What do you say?
I'm going 31-21 by 10. I copied you, just like on the
Okay.
edition this week. We talked about that.
You picked a score, though. I didn't pick a score.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
You shy away from the scores.
I do shy away from the scores.
But you've been pretty on point with the 10-point range for this team. And
I don't know. The other day we won by 32, and I said we were going to win by 10, so I was kind of off.
Well, I mean,
kind of way off for that game.
Yeah.
But I've got a couple of guests in the crowd here that I want to have them come up and make a prediction. So why don't we start with the Pony Express? So come on, baby, get in here. Hey, look at that name tag. You don't even have it on right.
sideways, yeah. That was how they studied back in the day too.
All right, so
Come on in, Lance.
wait a minute. I want the entire Pony Express in here. Get in here, Lance. This is the only time that Lance McElhaney agreed to do the podcast with us. He said his
We hadn't worked out our NIL.
his NIL deal he was worried about. And we're all going to Charlotte.
I miss
It
NIL
is so much
first
fun.
time
Can you
around.
believe it? It's been 40 years, brother. I mean, unbelievable. Come on, let's hear what you say.
Well, I can't believe it's been 40 years. Like I just told about the story I told him years ago. Matter of fact, we beat University of Texas in Austin in our sophomore year. That was their first time.
I was there.
Oh man, oh man.
And Craig got to say a 62-yard touchdown run.
You were going so fast on that
We
touchdown.
were 20-6, and they were ranked number 2. I don't think we were ranked, but I think we were both 6-0.
right.
And we go down, and then after the game, I was talking to my friend Charles Reagan. We were all excited, and all the old guys came in the locker room on walkers, crying. I've been waiting 40 years for this day. And I'll never forget. I told my friend Charles Reagan, I said, man, I hope that's never us. And lo and behold, it's been 40 years.
Yeah.
I'm just out on a walker. So I'm very happy to be here.
All right, what about the score? What do you think?
Man, Craig, we almost close. I said 27-14 SMU.
Okay, 13 point. Okay,
27,
dang, you're
14.
going on. I love it.
Eric and I, we laugh about
Hey,
this
introduce
so much.
yourself.
My name is
No.
I've got my tag on here. And we laughed about that. We were doing a show yesterday, and Eric and I started talking about how it's been 4 decades, 40 years. And we messed up the line. We had to start over. We were like, whoa, boy, we can't even remember our lines now.
Yeah.
But 40 years since we had relevancy here. And it's a hats off to the city of Dallas, to the campus at SMU, and the education that's offered there. We went there in 1980 because of what is happening now. And Rhett has taken advantage of this transfer portal, and he's brought these kids in, and they are going to reap the benefits of being graduates of SMU and being affiliated around this type of a room. And so now, I mean, it's an annuity. All he's got to do is just keep it going. I'm excited. And I tell you, this Texas deal, we saw where there's a chance that we may play Texas down the road. I don't even know if we can handle that.
Oh, that
The
would
thrill
be
of victory,
fun.
I'm not sure can handle the agony of defeat. But I just, I think we beat these guys 24-14. I'm saying they score 14 points because I think they're going to do something. But I wouldn't be surprised if we put it on Clemson. We have a good team. I underestimated the value and the quality of our team and our players. We have a lot of really explosive players on offense and defense. We overwhelm teams to where they just can't handle it, and we just smother them. I don't care who the opponent is, ranked or not ranked, and we've done that. So 24-14.
Love it. Hey, are you in the camera, Lance?
Yeah.
You can all see the camera there. I don't want to make sure that they're not. That camera, can you see? Oh, you can't see. Hey, Billy, could you check that to make sure?
It's on.
No, I just wondered if they can. All right, this is kind of a rinky-dink outfit. Anyway, you're not that wide.
I'm wider than
I mean, I wish these guys could tell everybody the way they felt when you came into the huddle in the second half of that UT game, because apparently, here you were from Highland
No,
Park.
I started the UT game.
All right, okay.
That was how many years ago? We're not going back there.
His first play call was, I'm working on an NIL deal.
Yeah.
Do this.
Yeah.
Some of us didn't have NIL deals when they went to college. So
Some of them need an NIL.
Well, I think SMU's in such a great spot. We have not left. My wife, Cindy, and family, and we've been to every game since we've had them. And our team is rolling. I've been to a few practices this week, and everybody's focused. You know, I want to win by one or more, and let's go. We're just getting started, actually. We're just really getting started if you want to think about it. But, yeah, one or more would be good.
All right, that's a good answer. A win. That's all I ask for is a win. Just win, baby. So fantastic. All right, I'm going to give you guys the hook. That was awesome.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. Thank you. All right, we got a couple other stars in the house. My favorite pastors here. You've been on the podcast, Paul. You got to come up and make a prediction real quick. No, come on.
Friend of the show.
Yeah. You know, the man, the myth. Well, he was on our podcast.
Legendary.
And, I mean, his flock dropped by 30% next week. Sorry about that, brother.
I'm always a little nervous to be on a podcast with Bill. I think it's going to cost me my job, but 21-10 Ponies.
All right.
Done.
And that was after he said a prayer. So, you know.
Extensive praying. I've gotten the word on high. 21-10.
Okay, 11. I love it. We got another hero in the house. Bryson DeChambeau, baby.
What's going on, Bryson?
All right, I've been begging Bryson to come on this podcast, and we're going to do a real podcast, not just one of these fast ones. But if anybody's been watching his show where he's hitting golf balls over his house is a lot like this, right? And
it's very nice, but not as nice as this.
And,
This is crazy.
it is really a nice house. And
I'm glad I dressed up for the occasion, by the way. I didn't
thank
know.
you. Yeah, I was going to say very Christmassy, dude. You know. So anyway, you're going to do a real podcast with us Sunday, but what do you think? First of all, that YouTube thing you did by hitting the hole-in-one over your house, nuts.
It was fun.
And
I'm glad I didn't have to go 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. It would have been way too much for me.
Look that up online if y'all haven't seen it. It's absolutely spectacular. It's had like 10 million views or some crazy number.
It's an accumulative total of over 100 million views on the platform.
Oh, wow.
Don't sell them short, Bill.
I know. Jeez. All right, so I don't think you're going to the game Saturday, are you?
No, I'm not going to be able to make it, but I'll be watching.
Yeah, for sure. So you want to make a prediction?
Yeah, 26-10.
There's your 16th, and he got the hole-in-one on his 16th shot. So
I'm feeling good about that one. So,
Okay.
no, it's been an honor, guys. I mean, obviously going to SMU 2012 to 2016, it's been so special. Getting a full ride and being a part of the family. Would never have been able to come to this great school if it wasn't for the full ride. And having some people take a big risk on me, and then coming back and being able to give back and see this program be as successful as it is and what it's going to be in the future. The future's bright. I just wish I got paid some of the NIL money too.
yeah, I'm really worried about how much money you're making. Unbelievable. All right, I saw one other star in the house. Gerald Turner, I know you don't want to be on my podcast, but you got to come here. You got to come up here. Yeah. Thank you, brother. I'm sorry. I am not. I've been very well behaved. How are you, Dr. Turner? I've been very well behaved on this.
Bring Bryson out. You know I got to come up.
All right, you might say a few words a little bit later, but we're going to have the girls perform one of their pom routines.
You brought me up here without my having the ability to speak.
No, I brought you up here without notes, which I've never seen you without notes before. So I know you're nervous about that.
over there.
I saw you did that.
Yeah.
So I could probably take your name tag off because everybody does know you too. But let's make a prediction for the game. I mean, you've been waiting for this. I mean, how many years have you been? 30 years.
Yeah.
30 years.
30 years.
Did you ever think this would happen?
I hoped it would happen. But once the ACC gave us the invitation and we won the American last year, I told Rick Hart, who is back here, that we both thought we would be at least in the middle and maybe up toward the top because the top 5 or 6 teams in the American are so underrated. us, Memphis, Tulane, so on, and that I felt like we could compete here. But to be undefeated in the conference is a little more than I
know.
imagined.
Yeah. It has really exceeded all of our expectations.
Yeah, it really
I think.
has
I mean,
been, isn't it?
and I was really aggressive. I said we'd be 9-3, and here we are 11-1.
I know it. That's amazing. And I don't care what we win by as long as we win.
Yeah. You and Lance are in the same thing. You're in the same book, right?
Well, Lance and I are both great quarterbacks.
All right, so that's your prediction. Just win.
Just win, baby.
Okay, Al. All right, thanks, Gerald. Okay, awesome. All right, so I think that I mean, there's a lot of other dignitaries in the room, but I don't want to,
Yeah, we've taken enough of the show. We do want to remind people that the party gets started at Clutch at 12:30 on Saturday if you're going to Charlotte. It rolls right into SMU UVA and right into the official tailgate party. So head over to On the Pony Express for more information on the 12:30 piece. There'll be some epic there.
Oh yeah.
And it's not sponsored by SMU, but
that's awesome.
Yes.
So Carrie, could you want to come up and introduce the girls real quick? Sure. So this is the head of our Spirit program and her house, her amazing house, Carrie Teller. So,
Thank you. Hey, welcome. Please, I urge you to take a few steps in. I feel like this is pregame when I'm trying to get the recruits off so we can start pregame.
Yeah.
Here, everyone take a couple steps in because what I want to show you is we have 20 students that wanted to come tonight and start us off with just a little sample of what they do.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring. Snowing and blowing up bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells chiming, jingle bell time. Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square. In the frosty air, what a bright time. It's the right time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time, it's a swell time to go gliding on one sleigh. Let the jingle horse pick up your feet.
Thanks for listening to the On the Pony Express podcast with Billy Embody. Follow us on your socials on X at SMU on 3 and on Instagram at On3SMU. And keep it locked to OnThePonyExpress.com for more coverage.